Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. I don't even know if this is a question at this point. Statement, whatever you want to call it. Days of Our Lives, Eric and Nicole's 25-year love story. I gotta say that this episode was definitely interesting. Now, as I do these live streams, I talk about all the soap operas, all of them. Yeah, Eric and Nicole's 25-year love story. What does that say? Been with somebody for 25 years, and this is what you're like. This is where you're at the 25 years. Let's talk about it. Was good, Kyrese? Was good, Mel? Was good, Renee Thompson? Thank you for joining. My voice is a little off because I'm under the weather, but I didn't want to cancel because I felt like I was still good as far as doing the live stream tonight. I don't know how long I'm gonna last, but I want to come here, talk to everyone. You know how we do Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sundays, members. So let's get into it. What's good, Mel? What's good, Renee? What's good, CW? Of course, of course, of course. Every month. Listen, I'm grateful. That is, I always want to hope that I'm doing enough. What's good, Denise? Thank you for joining. What's good, Laura? What's good, Blackmon? Thank you for joining. Now, yeah, 25 years. 25 years. What does that say? What does that say? What's good, Krista? Krista said, didn't Spencer in the initial letter to Ryan ask for his help taking it down, but it was sent back? That's a really good question. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. You have a very good point. AJ's in the chat. Am I the only one that been skipping Days of Our Lives the last couple of days? What's good, AJ? Shauna's in the chat. What's good, Shauna? Cat Lady, how you doing tonight? Tracy Steves is in the chat. Joy is in the chat. What's good, Joy? Thank you for joining. I mean, Laura B, I love doing these. I love doing these live streams. I love sitting there talking to everyone. I mean, I love doing my reviews, but this is definitely um its own unique and fun thing. Thank you, Blackmont. Thank you. What's good, Ron? I think I said what's good, Joy. Mel, I'm not gonna lie, the flashbacks were very odd. Because of course you had Jens Knuckles and then you had, Greg Vaughn. Well, of course, Crystal, whenever, listen, you even listening, that's enough. So thank you. Yeah. Exactly, Nikisha, exactly. Now somebody said, oh, CW, you getting ready for the snowstorm. CW, if you don't mind me asking, where are you from? Because technically, I'm guess I'm getting ready for a snowstorm, even though it's well, they said it's snow. Okay, so I don't know about a whole snowstorm, but it's supposed to be snowing. When should I actually start drinking now or later on? I'm gonna drink at some point, but yes, that's right. Kyrese is in the chat. You know Kyrese, aka my rock star. Oh, MA. Okay, yeah. CW. I'm in New York. But they've been saying things off and on. It's supposed to snow. It's not supposed to snow. What's good, Monique? Thank you for joining. Now, Renee says if I was Jordan, paid. I would have paid Curtis Dust the way he was so fast at all his marriage. Yeah, It's very true, and that's it. But here's the thing, though, Renee. I felt like, granted, I understood both sides, but here's the thing: he didn't come at Jordan as hard as people thought he was. To be fair, it's the same thing with Portia. What's good, Freddie? Freddie Edwards is in the chat. What's good, Freddie? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm gonna start watching YNR a little bit tomorrow. Well, tonight, then finish up tomorrow. Since I'm gonna be work a little bit later. I'm also gonna be blowing my nose, so I'm gonna try to do that off screen now. Now, Monique says, "Hey everyone, just got done taking my aunt to Outback." Nice, Monique. Tell your aunt I said happy birthday, happy birthday. Now Laura says, "I live in Connecticut. It's supposedly to snow tonight." Yeah, I'm in the New York section, so same over here. Same over here. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but time will tell. Honestly, tell you the truth, at this point, I don't even care. You know, Ron is in the chat. What's good, Ron? Ron says, "I love Steffi, but she's annoying. She forgot that Sheila can have Taylor." Yeah, and Dollar Bill, my good old buddy Dollar Bill. Crystal says Florida has had one of the hottest February on record. No rain in sight for the time being. Krista, I would love to live in Florida a little bit because I love the heat. I love, 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 love the heat. So, um, I would love to live in Florida. Uh, yeah, I just gotta check something. I'm not ignoring everyone, I promise. Oh, okay, we got two. Okay, we got one, Alyssa Jefferson, and another one, Alyssa Jackson. So when I said AJ, my bad. Yeah, as I mean, that's the thing, Laura B. Whenever whenever they tell the weather, they don't have to be right. It's one of the very few jobs that you can sit there and get something wrong and still have a job. And Nikisha Curtis didn't have a right to come at Jordan at all. He's her ex. He divorced her. She don't owe him. Of course, I expect nothing less from Lakeisha to come in with that energy. I love it. But my whole thing is I look at and that's not an insult or anything like that. She tells it how it is. But see, that's the whole thing though. I'm like, listen, you're gonna sit there and be in this man's face for 2 years, be supposedly somewhat decent terms for 2 years, and the same thing showing up for 2 years, and then you withhold the truth. Like if somebody's in your life and y'all on somewhat good terms, and this person didn't tell you something that can change your life, you telling me that you wouldn't be upset? Come on, think about that for a minute. I'm gonna have a sip. And he said Jordan was like the Curtis, don't bring it. Exactly. I mean, listen, Denise and everyone, I respect that energy of Jordan. On top of that, I was like, Curtis, you coming at her while she's working. She got a lot of paperwork. I'm like, bro, I get it. You can sit there and wake up at like the crack of dawn and then come in to work, but yo, you messing with her while she's at her job? Come on, what are you doing? Freddie says Heather Weber is the original Nell Benson. I'm very curious how how is she the original Nell Benson? I'm just very curious about that. Yeah, I don't know, Mel. I mean, they've been together for 25 years. They've been having that much problems. You gotta sit there and wonder, should they even be together? Uh, Jessica's in the chat. Was good, Jessica. Dolly's in the chat. Was good, Dolly. Now, Nikki said, I wouldn't treat my ex the way Curtis treated Jordan. Okay, well, maybe that's kind of a difference. Um, Jay Blue says, I'm just here for a brief moment. I was screaming so even explicitly at the screen when Curtis was projecting his anger at Jordan. I'm glad Jordan held her own. I mean, I am too. It wasn't her business to tell. I guess that's going to be kind of my first question now. Now, Jay Blue says, kudos to Nicole. Oh, Nicholas Chavez acting today. I was really feeling Spencer today. Oh, Jay Blue, bless your heart. Now, Mel says Eric and Nicole will be back together and reunited again. And then they'll just want to break back up. Like, seriously, after so many years, you gotta sit there and wonder, what are you doing with this person? You know? I mean, don't get me wrong. Listen, Mel, you love those two together. I'm happy for you. I just look at that and I'm like, that's 25 years seem like it's just wasted. Down the tube, down the drain at this point. Then the key said Curtis needs to be hoping Jordan don't figure out. Uh very true, Nicole. I mean, Nikisha, very true. I totally forgot about that. Now, Freddie says because a lot of people compare now at the next other weapon. That's very true. Jessica, from the time that you've actually been, um, I've seen you and stuff like that, like in the comment section and live streams. I can see you. I can see you not not taking that energy. What's good, Shakira? Thank you for joining. China says, Ava, yeah, I'm just waiting for you to get yours. I can't believe Austin just hopped. Just got, yeah, I know exactly. I was like, yo, oh, get out of bed, get your clothes ready. I was like, what do you mean? What are you talking? This dude literally just got hooked. He was lying on the ground bleeding. You're worried about moving a dead body for wow. That's very true. Yes, that's very true, Jessica. That's very true. Also, one of the things I really love about doing these lives is that I get to really know people. But yeah, Jessica. Same thing with the Keisha. I was like, yeah, I know the Keisha don't be playing games. So Ron says, what is good about Nate? I don't understand how these women can Lena or even Victoria condone this type of behavior. He got looks, Ron. That's why he got looks. I mean, why he condone that type of behavior? Because he got looks. Okay, when you have looks, normal people's rules don't apply. Literally, normal people's rules don't apply when you got looks. Point blank, period. Kyrie says Queen Ava Jerome ain't going anywhere. uh, Kyrie also says Nate is not all that. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know, Kyrie. I mean, like I said, I like boobies. I'm just saying, like, how these soap opera stars are. It's like if they don't look like they could be on the cover of a magazine, then they're not going to be on the show. So that's why I was meant to saying, like, when it comes towards looks, the normal rules don't apply. One thing says men. Uh, One thing says men. Not all men think the grass is always greener on the other side until they start to pulling their weeds out in the back. That's what Nate sees with Victoria. Yeah, I heard it's about to go down. Yes, now my girl Megan is back. Megan Halfway. I love it. Laura B says I agree that the actor that does Spencer did a wonderful job early feeling emotions. I give him props. I give him his props. I give the actors props. Okay. The little pity party he was let that happen for about 15, 20 minutes of my life that I will not be getting back is another story, but I will give this actor his props for that. Ron says, let me guess, Audra is next, I assume. I, listen, Ron, I wouldn't be too surprised. I would not be too surprised. Okay, Audra got Audra got it going on, okay? Oh yeah, no, I mean I feel you, no, I do. I do. You know, I'm not a fan of cheating. I don't want to sit there and say I don't condone it because, you know, I've done it before. Um, but yeah, I get it. Karen is in the chat. Karen says Tiger is a better man than Curtis. He went to see Trina right away. Curtis has not. Well, you know, here's the thing though, Karen. He did sit there and say today that he knew most likely that Trina wouldn't want to have anything to do with him. You know, like he wanted, you know, she wanted her space. So that's why he wanted to give her that time. Of course, Trina and the whole pity party thing that she was doing was also getting kind of annoying. Both of these characters were just giving pity party performances. So Laura B says I was clapping when Esmond stood up to head there. Yeah. But you know, here's the thing, Laura B. I didn't even understand that scene fully though. You stop to think about it. I didn't understand that scene fully. Cause I was just like, so you have her come in there. She gets this crazy talk about how she wants to start a family and be family in prison and stuff. And after about 20 minutes, yeah, no, ain't gonna happen. Nah, we good. I'm not gonna see you. I want no parts of you. Nothing. But you could have been using that time to sleep instead of spent there entertaining a nut job. But sure. Denise says, can Portia just get the paternity test done already? Well, Denise, you know we're talking about GH, so I don't see that happening. Kyrie says Trina and Chastine were needed tonight. They weren't. They were not. Kyrie's. They weren't. But you know, Kyrie's. You know how they got to do it. They got to sit there and do explanation for people that didn't watch it before. So that's what they're seeing really well. I still say that they should do like um what they do in comic books. Just put little bubble things somewhere. This way we don't have to be. Uh, Ron says, well, he should have done. He should have Elena for 2 days. Yeah, you know, Ron, I can see her being a weekend girl. I mean, again, I'm not sitting there trying to promote cheating. I'm just throwing that out there. Keisha, I was happy to finally see Trina in her own dorm all time. Um, they listen. Given what Dex and Josh been doing in there, she might want to sit there and hose that down a little bit. Shauna says Deacon always wants what he can have. That's going to be Sheila's downfall. Yeah, you know, honestly, tell you the truth, at this point, you know, Shauna, I'm looking at this whole love triangle thing between Bill and Sheila and um Deacon, and I'm just like, bro, when did you? I mean, I know he started actually having feelings for her, but I'm just like, bro, is this like leftover Stockholm syndrome or something? Like, I don't get it. You know, Mel, I'm not gonna. It's funny too. I thought about you this weekend or last week when Chelsea wants to then be part of the gaming sphere, and Lily was just like, "Oh, here we go again. This chick is sitting there stepping on my toes with another man." That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny that you bring that up now. And that Freddie says there's another sports and Curtis wants to go through with a DNA test, but Trina refused because all she knows is raw. Okay, yeah, Freddie, I can see them dragging it out like that. Yay for dragging it out. Awesome. Kyrie, you think that Adam could take Nick in a fight? I mean, Kyrie, you think that Adam could take Nick in a fight? Because I don't see that happening. Somehow, I just don't see that happening. Joy says with Trina being an adult pusher. CW says Albert more like leftover Nina. Nina Post syndrome. Mel, is that in tomorrow's episode or today's episode, Mel, that you're talking about? Ron says, yes, I agree, but Nate is a cheater and he will not commit to anyone. Just sickening to watch him bounce back and forth. Ron, welcome to the world of soap operas. I mean, granted, I'm not defending Nate or anything like that, but that's one of the things that they do, in soap operas. Everyone, DC Soap Sanctuaries in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to DC. Curry says he definitely can fight Nick. Hmm. Well, I mean, Kyrie's been watching it longer than me, so you might have some stats that I don't know about. DC says I'm always scared to come in your lives when I haven't watched the soaps for the week yet. Yeah, you know how it is. De Haviland's in the chat was good. De Haviland, thank you for joining. Solomon is in the chat. Was good, Solomon. Darby is in the chat. Was good, Darby. Yeah, I mean, granted, is the worst part about why I thought I was not going to be able to make it tonight was because it was my throat that was hurting, and then I took like a ton. Okay, I shouldn't say a ton. But I took a good amount of pain medication, so that helped. Harry says Spencer tears are so fake. Once Nicholas comes back, he's going to. Yeah, I said that Kyrie, I was just like, bro, listen, you did what you did. This whole pity party thing and woe is me, and they manipulated me. And, after a while, Laura's like, yo, listen, first of all, you need to stop with the pity party. I was like, awesome. You couldn't have did that, like, I don't know, 7 minutes ago. Like, really? You couldn't have done that, like, you couldn't have done that, eh, exactly, Monique. You know how we do. Ron says, I'm surprised that Phoenix has done a video on Josh firing. You're surprised that he's done or he hasn't done? That's the thing, Ron. Are you surprised that he has done or he hasn't done one yet? And Monique says, Adam will use his intelligence to beat Nick when Nick will use his fist to make his point. But of course, Nick will come off as a good guy because he is never wrong. Exactly, Jessica, exactly. I mean, of course, I say something bad about Spencer, and I'm practically lambasted for it, but I don't care because you know how I do. Now DC says now that I got his star next to my name, got me feeling. Yes, of course, DC. You're my right hand man. CW said it's like Laura said. Also, Nicholas is a grown man, grown adult, and he made his decision. Exactly. That's exactly why I wasn't there for the pity party. Oh, okay. He hasn't done a video in a while in general. Okay. All right, Ron. Okay. Freddie says, thanks to Ava, Laura, gonna be. Okay, all right, DC. All right. You know how we do. We gotta keep this a family friendly, family friendly. What's good, Janet? I gotta keep this a family friendly live stream. How you doing tonight, Janet? Thank you for joining as always. It is a blessing to have you in the chat. Now, Cat Lady says, "Damn, Monique." Now, what did Monique to say? Okay, Monique says some of my words may be misspelled or have grammar issues, like six shot. Oh, Jameson's. Oof. You getting down like that? Well, Monique, if you're ever in the New York area, we gotta sit there and go out drinking. Since you could roll like that. Marsha is in the chat. What's good, Marsha? Okay, all right, Janet. All right. I hope you have a very productive and rewarding work week, Janet. Because I know what you do. So I hope you have a very good work week. Tracy Steve says, "Do you think that Sonny is leaving the show through this year?" Tracy Steve, I would sit there and say maybe even so far as maybe this year, either this year or the beginning or next year, like January, February. So I would sit there and say between this year and next year, Janet. I mean, that's true, Nikisha, and it's not like I didn't. Well, I felt bad for him on some level, but after a while, I was like, bro, all right, like, come on now. ML says the spoilers for this week's days. Maggie is. Oh yeah, now I saw a little bit of it now, as far as somebody being Pregos and everything. Hmm. Hmm. What's that about? Okay. Darby says I heard my smell your way, please. Oh, thank you, Darby, thank you. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. But I appreciate you saying that though, Darby. Freddie says I got one more spoiler, actually spoiler day. Orbrick, Obrick is the right match for her great niece Willow. I'd be good, Freddie. They cutting down this whole thing to the wire. What's good, Becky D? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Becky D. Yeah, it's very true. Cat lady. What I'm just wondering where did that come from now. No, Marsha, I'm not. I got kind of a sore throat. I'm feeling better after taking a bunch of pain medication, but um, it's not as bad. So I have to sit there and do this live. And DC says, "Shoot, Lee Shin doesn't need to brainwash me. I'm all in from the jump." No, it's not, Becky D. It's not. I've been sicker. Not that that's like a good sign, but I've been sicker. So it was just more of a sore throat, which is a problem when you're talking for about an hour and a half or give or take. But I start to feel a lot better. So I had to sit there and come and do this. Now Denise says I miss the snow. I'm originally from Brooklyn and why I live in Georgia. Oh, listen, Denise, I would trade with you in a heartbeat. I don't like the snow. I don't like the cold, but I don't know. When it's snowing really bad, as long as I have power and like internet, I'd love to sit there and just lay in my bed and watch like movies and stuff. That having said, thank you everyone that told me about this sport. Yeah, yeah, Marsh, I'm gonna do that. I actually tell you the truth. I took a couple of hauls, and I still have some of these things. Thank you, Tracy Stevens. Thank you. Yeah, I've been sicker. Unfortunately it was bound to happen. When you work in retail, it's like, yeah, Jessica. I'm sorry to hear that. When you work in retail, um, it's like eventually you're gonna get something. In all reality, could have been worse. So, but my whole thing is like I had to come on here. I had to come on here. And Monique says, my saying is, if it's brown, bring it around. If it's clean, don't come. No, well, Monique, no, I was going to sit there and say, like, if we're ever in the New York area, let me know, because I could definitely got to sit there, listen to talking about some of those drinks. I was like, all right, we got to go out drinking. If you ever want to come to the New York area, or if you're ever in the New York area, Monique. Here's the thing about Days, as far as, today's episode. It was good in a lot of parts. It was just things where, you're showing these flashbacks, and you have a different actor. Like, like I know that I don't know. Some of the stuff just didn't work for me, to be honest. DC sent that question, Albert. With so families, oh, DC says now, question, Albert. With so families overextended, like how on days everyone is perfectly cousin should so build and create new families. Yes, yes, definitely DC. Because it's already too. Yeah, DC. But it's it's already too confusing as it is. It's already too confused as it is. So yeah, definitely. Because honestly, tell you the truth, a lot of times I'm sitting there watching the show, I'm just like, aren't you and you like kind of related, sort of related? Like I love Days, don't get me wrong, but there's just times in that family tree I'm just like, bro, what 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 are you doing? Ooh, good question, Janet. Nate and Victoria. Pamela is in the chat. Pamela says, I really want them back together. Let me ask you a question though, Pamela. You just have to tell me, I mean, 25 years of them being together. At some point, if this isn't going to work, it's not going to work. Like, you don't sit there and feel like 25 years is kind of a waste of time. When you stop to think about it, and they're still not together. But that's a good question, though, Pamela. So, also, thank you for joining. And this is a question for my Days of Our Lives fans. I'm not ignoring anyone. I promise. Uh, Jen, you say you think they have you says they have chemistry. Thomas is also Susan Walters too old now to redo more West scene from back then. Yeah, do you think that Eric and Nicole should get back together? Chloe says they focus on the Eric and Nicole thing, but Nicole has had a lot of men. And exactly. But Dolly, what did you think of that though? Like, I don't know. Again, I'm sitting there looking at the flashbacks and I'm just like, oh, you have Ray Vaughn and oh, you had Jensen Ackles. And I'm just like, how is this working? Like, I mean, you literally are putting like two different actors in a flashback scene that have romance with one character, one actor. Ron says yes, Eric and Nicole are endgame. Well, if there's so much endgame, why do you keep breaking up? Why do you keep breaking up for? Now Denise said the flashback when Eric turned around with the collar. Yeah, I'm not. It was pretty funny, Denise. Freddie says I won't be surprised if Esme already has her memory back and just pretending, still just upper hand when everyone just to get what she wants. Well, here's the thing, Freddie. She can't do it to Liz because she already told the truth. Now Kyrie says Nick is so jealous of Adam. It's really pathetic. How's you jealous of Adam? I'm kind of curious about that. Krista said was playing Eric. Was playing Eric. Okay. Now Krista says Eric and Nicole have always been me for each other ever, even when Jen Snackles. Okay. Yeah, no, it's a good question, Shakira. She might be working tonight. She might be working. We had another Alyssa. We had another Alyssa in the chat, but she was a different one. Victoria's in the chat. What's good, Victoria? Now DC says, like, truth be told, Chloe and Nicole are not interesting on their own, which is sad. Hmm. Anna's in the chat. What's good, Anna? Thank you for joining. Well, DC, what makes you think what makes you think that Nicole isn't interesting? I don't know much about Chloe, but I know Nicole. She's always plotting and scheming. And Dolly says it's funny that Nicole and Chloe are even friends. I mean, when they were throwing down over Brady. Well, Dolly, you got to sit there. Remember, you got Ava and you got Nina that are friends, and we all know what Ava did to Nina. You know what I'm saying? If you could put Nina and Ava as friends, then yeah. Now Darby says Adam is pathetic for chasing after Sally after she slept with Nick. Dump her, dump her, Adam, and go after someone like Audra. You know, I will sit there and say that yes, Darby, Adam is kind of pathetic for going. Snitcher trying to get with with Sally when Sally was with Nick. But I'm like, bro, you got Nick walking into a room with just to like they just literally done it, and then you're just like, yeah, we're gonna sit there and try to make this work. Like, bro, are you kidding me? She literally just slept with your brother, and then called it breakup sex. Like, what is wrong with you? Now, DC says because Nicole and Chloe has always needed a man to have a purpose, and the one man who let them find himself without being in the shadow. In the shadow. Oh, okay. And Monique says were they together all 25 years? Did they break up and back together when they were like another Nick and Sharon? I have no idea. You know, Monique, I think I probably asked you something, and I don't know if you actually answered me in the chat. What's good, Apple? I don't know if you actually answered me in the chat, but if you ever came to New York, but if you did answer me, I'm sorry. I didn't see it, but I was kind of curious about that. How you doing tonight, Apple? I hope all is well with you. Marcia says Nicole also went with Daniel and he got killed. Kyrie says Adam and Audra or Adam and Tara could be solid backup plans. Beachy says Days is also killing it, and the villain department always giving us fresh new villains without having them overstay their welcome. You mean like Sheila, DC? Just say DC. You know you're talking about Sheila. And he says, I thought I loved Nicole and Eric together until I felt the vibe with her and EJ. I love their pairing, but I'm sure she and Eric will get back together. Yeah, they will, just to break back up again. Just just to break back up again. Well, to be fair, I don't know how the whole Marlena and John thing is. So Shauna says Lily and Daniel almost kissed. Please make it stop. I love Shauna. I love the fact that you used the actual emoji sign to hit the stop button. Marsha says she was also great with Daniel, her baby father. I think he was with Maggie's son. And Victoria was good. Victoria, they break up because the end isn't there yet. But at some point, I mean, Jesus Christ. Darby says Eric depresses me every time he finds happiness. He finds a way to mess it up. Yeah, but that is I guess that's human in a lot of ways, but I can see your point though. Anna says Melania and John have been forever. Dolly says I'm loving Megan halfway. She's giving Helena Cassadine. Yeah. Marsha says her nine toe got her and Bill. Yeah. That nine toed demon as they want to sit there and call her. It's actually pretty messed up, but you know what? She's killed people, so that seems about right. Um Now DC says I honestly feel they don't bring up Nicole's brother enough, who happens to be Abe's other son, who is never what? Oh, what was going on, DC? Hold on. Now, DC says, I honestly feel they don't bring up Nicole's brother enough, who happens to be Abe's other son, who is never. Who's Nicole's brother? Shauna says Daniel Doom and Gloom. Well, I mean, he did lose his. Well, he lost his family because of his own mess. And Darby says, "Who is in the last two on days?" Uh, I mean, Darby, do you want to know? Because I know who's in there, but do you want to know? CW says DC already talked. Um, Let me know if you want to know, because I don't want to spoil it because I know who it is. Monique says if Adam is no longer chasing after Sally and he gets involved with someone watch should change her tune towards Adam. That would be interesting, Monique. That would be interesting. It's possible, Tracy. It's possible. I would not put it past it. I would not put it past them. Now Joy says Nicole brother is Brennan, who was with Salem with Sammy back in the day. Okay. Victoria says yes, Nicole has a brother back in the day. He was being the milk. What? I was like, oh, I know you. What? Oh, it's so weird. Every time I do that, every time I like blow my nose off to the side, it always looks like I'm doing something that I'm not doing. Um, Freddie says Josh is well. You know, Freddie, when it comes out, is it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy when it comes out. Oh, oh well. Don't you know that explains why they have such that connection? I guess. Yeah, I mean, Endgame. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just yeah, Victoria. You know exactly. Victoria, you exactly know what I'm talking about. Kyrie's, Kyrie's. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are definitely building our super supporter squad. We have a lot of fun. Thank you for the gifted membership, Kyrie's. You are awesome. Tracy says you're good. You're good. Do what you have to do. We're happy to see you. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Well, like sitting there, just blowing my nose and stuff like that. It's just um, at least in front of everyone else. Try to be considerate. But thank you, Tracy. Thank you, and thank you again, Kyrie's. Thank you. Yes, we have a gifted membership. So if you're thinking about joining, now would be the time. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. Trust me. Ask anyone in the members that are in the chat. He was definitely. I thought about that Sunday. How much the tea and everything like that we was talking about. It was a lot of fun. When he says Josh is only your friend if you agree with her and don't question her. Kind of like Carly a little bit, Monique. Shauna says Sonny and Nina can take two steps. Can two step their way back to Nixon Falls. DC says Sheila has 10 kids already. I don't think Sheila needs another. Who's thinking that Sheila needs another kid? Okay, now Kyrie says I think they need to hit the accept gifted button if promo for it to join. Okay, so Kyrie says yeah, I think they need to hit the accept gift button if promoted for it to join. Yeah, definitely join. Definitely join. Like Kyrie said, hit the accept gift button. Definitely do that. We got another membership for the whole month. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So definitely hit that membership. Marsha says, I thought Sheila only had 3 kids. No, apparently she has more. Laura B says, I was happy to see Trina and Josh together as friends. It's a break from the frustrating whining about Sunny. I'm gonna pin your comment, Carries. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this poll. So 52% says yes. How many people voted? 21. Okay. Well, I guess that's about right as far as how many people actually watch days. So, all right, I'll take that. Okay, Solomon says Sheila has like 5 different kids. Okay, DC got to sit there and over exaggerating and stuff, but I mean it is half of 10, so he's not that far off. So yeah, I put Kyrice's comment in the pen his comment in pinned it. So yeah, hit that hit that gifted membership. We're growing every day. And yes, Becky, yes, hit the like button. We have 37 people in the chat. We have 18 likes. If you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Really does help out. And like I say now, you never know who's watching or who may come in. Also, I did forget to say, well, I said it in the live stream, but I'll say it here now too, just a little bit. As far as GH is concerned, keep watching. Okay, if you're a GH fan, keep watching. Okay, as things are going to get interesting. Things are going to get interesting for the GH fans. Things are going to get interesting. Yes, just trust me. Just take my word for it. Okay, it's going to get interesting. DC. Yeah, that's a lot of kids. Now Shakir says Stephen got 11 kids. So Jessica, um, Jessica, I can't say. Let's just say, mm, I know things. I know things that I know. So, like I said, Jessica, just take me at my word. Continue watching. Okay. And Jessica, I would sit there and say this much. Now, hold on. Now, Kyrie says, I meant allow gifted options. That's what I saw on your membership video. Really? Okay, hold on. Jessica, I've been talking about how slow the show has been going. So if I say keep watching, take me at my word. Okay? Now, Kyrie says, I meant allow gift options. That's what I saw on your membership gifted video. All right, so I'm gonna check that out. Well, it's weird, Kyrie, because a lot of other people they just hit the gifted part and it just went through. Grams TV is in the chat. What's good, Grams TV? Now, DC says something. But here's the thing, DC. They did a flashback of like two different people though. Now Effa says you're telling us to stop talking about it. Tell us tell us or stop talking about it. Yeah, can't do that. Oh, Becky D says to get a gifted membership, I think you have to set your YouTube account to allow gifted. Okay, I'm gonna do that when I get off the ugh, when I get off the live. I'm gonna do that. I know, Shauna. I know. I'm bad. Um, I don't know. Like I said, just keep watching. I'll say that much. Um, Now Becky D says to get a gifted membership, I think you have to set your YouTube account to allow gifted. Okay, I will do that when I get off of live then. So thank you, Kyrie's, and thank you, Becky D. Kyrie's is the MVP, absolute MVP. Freddie says I think the reason Doctor was going to slap Liz because all this time and Nick kept a pregnant woman. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why. Freddie, it's weird because I saw Laura smack Liz, not Ulbrich. Hmm. And Jessica says, "I'm so sick of Liz and her feeling sorry for herself. I wish they lock her up today so she could stop. Why? Jessica, it was funny too because like they were already done. They're already done, and then Liz is like, "Oh, you mean I should go free even though I don't deserve it? Like I should I'm gonna get the deal even though I don't deserve it." And I was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" Like that's it. I was like, "What are you doing?" Um, I'm gonna pin that comment. I'm gonna pin that comment. Yeah, I'm gonna waste that one with that pin comment. Makai's in the chat. What's good, Makai? Joy says it wasn't Laura. It was Doctor. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what it was? Yeah. Okay, Joy. All right. So I gotta sit there and look at that again. Makai. I don't know why, but I thought it was her. But I don't know. I had a long day, so. But I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna rewatch it, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh wow, I feel stupid now." Yeah, things are gonna get interesting. I'll say that much. Um, Most said I heard that Leo will have a new love interest, and that Shane Shane's twin brother Andrew. Matt, I wish they would bring back Paul. I really wish they would bring back Paul. I mean, I don't know who this new guy is, so whatever. But I wish they would bring back Paul. I don't know why. I like them on Beyonce album, and I was just like, bring him back too. I mean, I know that would be too much, and we'll be getting into like a whole GH thing, but I'm just like, just bring back Paul. Can't you just do that? Can you just bring back Paul? Now Darby said, I don't care if it wasn't Laura because Doctor O got it going on. It's funny, Darby. I don't know if you know who JLJ Media is, but he did an interview with the woman that plays Ulbrich. Plays Ulbrich. So definitely check that out. Now DC said, anyway, peeps, gotta go. I'll see you at the next. Yes, yes, yes. You definitely will, DC. You definitely will. I wanted to sit there and text you, but then I was like, I didn't even know how I was feeling today. If I was actually going to feel good enough to even like do a live, so that's why I didn't like hit you up. Oh, okay. All right. It makes sense, DC. I mean, it was still just kind of odd, though. Uh, Now, Solomon says I spoke about my poetic justice and the various ideas for stages plays. I came up with one title. Okay, that sounds interesting, Solomon. Have a good night, DC. You have a great night, Monique. Thank you for joining. Kai Wan is in the chat. What's good, Kai Wan? Mel says Ashley and Phyllis are going to hear the news that Jack proposed. I mean, is that Mel? Is that in tomorrow's episode? Where'd you hear that from? I'm kind of curious. I mean, glad I don't care about spoilers, but I'm kind of curious though. Mel says, why wouldn't Belle do it? Who is the baby daddy storyline? Ron Sheila. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Rod. I could sit there and say that Sheila probably has too many kids. I could sit there and be like, well, Sheila's kind of up there in age, and I don't know how to really work out. Um, I mean, Ron, I know women that get pregnant around her age, so I'm not saying it's not possible. Um, I just don't know how that would look. I think that's what it really comes down to. I don't know how that would look. I don't know why. Hmm. Like these. Now, Colin says, then what was the soap opera cover? Or we just found out from the lab. What? Colin says, and I wish to the soap operas covered it. I don't know what that means. How you been, Kylin? I'm not gonna lie. It's been a hot minute since you've been in the chat. It's been a hot minute since you've been in the live stream. So how have you been? I haven't seen you in a good minute. Yes. Have a good night, Monique. No, it says it's this week on the Young the Restless. That's my. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Thank you for letting me know, Mel. I will definitely be on the lookout for that. Shauna says Summer and Nikki are gonna team up on Sally. I didn't. I said didn't Summer just Phyllis for being messy. Hmm. I don't know how I feel about that, Shauna. I mean, I'm not exactly a fan of. I mean, really, Summer. Like, in a lot of ways, I was like, she does that. Should be just as bad as her mother teaming up on Sally. Like, really, boo? You on team up to sit there and try to get one over on a pregnant chick? Like, you got nothing else going on? Valerie's in the chat. Just want to say when Curtis said Trina came in hotter than. Now Valerie says, "Hey, just wanted to say when Curtis said Trina came in hotter than fish grease, I was rolling." I don't remember him saying that. Carrie says, "I'll be happy if Summer succeeds." Darby says, "Summer can't handle Sally." Darby, are you're a Nick fan, right? You're a Nicholas Newman fan. I'm not saying to try and pit people against each other, but I know that Kyrie's is not a fan. So I'm guessing, Darby, you are a Nick fan, right? Oh, Mel, I love that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I always sit there and say it's my favorite comedy. Oh, Darby, you're not. So, Darby, okay. Anyway, I guess I was wrong then. My bad. And yeah, Darby said, hell no, not just no, hell no. So, Darby, who do you like better, Nick or Adam? I already know which one Kyrie's likes. I'm very curious about that. Very, very, very curious about that. Summer says Summer should be happy that Uncle Adam is the father, not Nick. That's actually a good point, Mel. That's a very good point. Wow. Points to Mel right there. Points to Mel. Well, Mel, I am happy you're in chat. Darby said anyone but Nick. Oh, damn. Now Darby says team, not Nick. Okay. Hmm. I feel like that's a topic. That's probably a topic I want to sit there. I don't know if I actually talked about it. Well, if I didn't talk about it, then I may actually put that in the chat. Well, as a topic. Big Nate's in the chat was good, Nate. How are you doing tonight? Ellen says, would you agree, Michael? They're writing him like Victor Newman on General Hospital. Not really. But to be fair, Kyrie's, Kyron, I'm not too sure because I don't really know Victor Newman like that. I've only been watching the show for about a year. Ron says, Albert, what is your take on actors being harassed by fans because of roles they play? They're nut jobs. They're absolute whack jobs. They got nothing else going on in their lives, and that's all they got. So yeah, they're pretty much subhumans. Kerry says all Adam supporters are somewhat. Oh, Kyrie, I love it. Mel says I love Adam and Nick, but it's always well, Mel. Who do you love more, Adam or Nick? Nate says I'm doing good. What did you think of the soap today? Cheech was okay. Days was the best, and I don't remember the other two. So I should probably tell you, it wasn't even really memorable. Shakira, yeah, I haven't seen Sandy Moon in a hot minute. Um, I haven't seen her in a hot minute. That's a really good question. I've seen her sometimes on other people's um things sometimes. Live screens. Tyron is in the chat now. Catley says, do a poll. Do a poll. Do a poll. Do a poll. I'm gonna do a that's a really good idea. I'm gonna do a simple one. I'm about to hit the wrong button too. This is a really this I mean it's a simple one, but it's not really a simple one. And this is for my GH fans. Was General Hospital good today? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Valerie says Spencer was good with Laura. General Hospital good. Did you enjoy it? Did you thought it was okay? And by okay, it's just like no, it wasn't really good. So either it was good or it wasn't good. Team Adam or Team Nick? Kyrie, I gotta find a way to do that. I gotta find a way to do that. I want to figure it out. I gotta figure out how to do that. And I feel like there's different polls I can do, but it's like major honors. Yeah, Kyrie. When I figure out how to do that whole Q&A thing, I definitely will. Tyrone says I can't believe I'm saying this, but Curtis and Esme were the highlight of today's episode. They definitely were doing a lot, Tyrone. They were definitely entertaining. Now, whether people got annoyed by him or not, they were definitely entertaining. So you got 41 people in the chat, 23 likes, are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Also, if you are um Denise says Team Nick. Also, if you watch in General Hospital, vote in the comments. I mean, vote in the voting. Was it good? Was it not good? So far, we got 23 people saying, well, 23 people in the chat. Well, 23 people voted, and you got 87% said yes, and 13% said no. Valerie said, "What was what?" Yeah. Oh, Valerie, I'm not gonna lie. Did anyone else see that? That's a very good point, Valerie. Did anyone else see that? Um, Esme's eye. Hmm. Shakira, I may actually do that. I may actually do that. I think I'll do that tonight. I usually don't try to do a lot of. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. Well, Valerie, no, it wasn't. It wasn't pink eye because if it was pink eye, trust me, it was not pink eye. Okay, if it was pink eye, she wouldn't even actually been on the. She wouldn't have been on set. But yeah, I will do that tonight though. It's a good question. Yeah, I'll do that tonight, and then my other thing I'll do tomorrow. Yeah, but I was gonna sit there and say because it's you get pink eye, you can forget about going around anyone else. It's just not gonna wind up happening. Yeah, I know she definitely did not get pink eye. I didn't know what was going on with her eye. Though. It was a little. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little kind of. It definitely threw me off. It took a few minutes to get used to that. Yeah, Valley, maybe allergies. And it was just like, yo, listen, you gotta go to work. Medora's in the chat. We good, Medora? I'm gonna sit there and read this thing again. Oh, this is great. I'm gonna have fun doing this tonight. To get a gifted membership, I think you have to set your YouTube account to allow gifted. It was so weird though, because Nikisha joined. You know what? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check because I'm like Nikisha got the gifted membership and she just went on there. So I didn't actually have to hit that, but I could be wrong. So annoying. We're gonna work it out though. We're going to work it out. You know, I didn't actually have a bite of that about this whole night. Not this whole night, I did not actually have a bite of that. After I get through this whole gifted thing, I'm not. I'm gonna go to bed. Well, I'll watch Wine off for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you, Shakira. Thank you. We got 23 people that voted. So, and so far, 86% said yes, which is really interesting. Darby, I wouldn't be too surprised that she would do something like that. Yeah, it's funny, Becky. It wasn't even so much as that. It was just like I guess I was kind of getting into it, and I just totally forgot. Until somebody started mentioning food, and I was like, "Oh wait, I'm kind of hungry." So for all my days fans, was days of our lives good today? Shana, that came. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I didn't see it, but because I heard about it, but I didn't know when it was though. I do have another question I'm going to ask, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow. And it's not even really so much of a soap opera question. I'm going to ask it anyway. So, yeah, this is my Days of Our Lives fans. Did you enjoy the episode today? Me personally, the whole flashback thing, it it was a cute idea, but it was somewhat poorly executed. Darby says, yeah, it was somewhat good today. It was. How do you do a flashback with two different actors, and it just how do you do it? I'm very curious about that. Well, says not feeling Chad and Stephanie together, just boring. And yes, Days is my number one show because Ron Cavalari is best writer on TV right now. Everyone says, I don't know, is Albrecht getting jealous? No, no, I don't see that. Now Darby says only the laboratory scenes. Yeah, those are good. Those are good. Those are definitely good. I mean, I enjoyed the episode for what it was. There was just certain parts that was just kind of like sloppy. Let's see how many people voted so far. Maybe I only actually have 11 people. Because, like, here's the thing. Sometimes I'll sit there and I'll look at it and see how many people actually voted. And I'll sit there and think, you know what? Maybe there's only 11 people in the chat that actually like Days of Our Lives. Or, I heard this was kind of weird. On somebody else's live stream named, well, James, he put out a poll, but some people can see the poll. Like, they can even see the poll question. So, Kerry said Dr. has always hated Elizabeth. Why? Why does she always hate her? No, Catley says I don't watch. Yeah, that's exactly. I was going to sit there and say there's probably a lot of people in here that don't watch Days of Our Lives. And Victoria says I like that, but I have not watched it in a long time. Now, Tyrone says if she blames, is she blaming? Okay, put that back now. If she's blaming her for Britt's death, it should be Ryan, but he's dead. So my point is, probably only 11 people watch Days of Our Lives in this chat right now. We have 33 people, so I'm assuming there's people that probably watch more GH than Days of Our Lives. Yeah, I mean that's true, Tyrone. I mean Tyron, but at the same time, Liz is an easy target. She's right there. She actually has to go through work and steps to try to get to Heather. But Liz is just right there. Mel says I don't like Chad. I don't like Chad and Stephanie. Here is the good thing they will get into an argument, and Chad is going to taunt Alex, and that's spoiler for next week. And Mel says Jack and Jennifer are leaving, so is Sunny. Well, Mel says Jack and Jennifer are leaving, so is Sunny who is going to say goodbye. We got two more people that's leaving. Well, I mean, I know they may come back. I'm like, wow, you got people leaving like there's no tomorrow. That's crazy. Riley says maybe people are not giving the show attention anymore. Could be it. Thank you, Becky D. Thank you. And also, sorry I haven't been doing on the realness. Sorry, I actually haven't been doing my reviews and Days of Our Lives. Work has just been crazy, and I know that I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I know I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow because I'm barely going to have enough time to do it just because I'm staying a little bit later. Hopefully Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I can sit there and start doing some more reviews on Days of Our Lives. I, still just mind boggled. Thank you, Becky D. I'm still mind boggled. I don't even know if that's a like whole sentence or whatever. There was one week where or one day there was one day where my Days of Our Lives views was higher than my GH views, like much more higher. And Denise said, however, if on desktop or mobile, tap I go to YouTube, browser, go to the channel, click. I'm gonna pin that one. And Denise, oh, I read it. He says if you on desktop or mobile, go to YouTube in the browser, go to the channel page, click join, click the elliptical that says gift setting, confirm. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. I will definitely do that tonight. I'm gonna actually do that before I go to bed. That's something I'm definitely gonna do. Oh, okay. Interesting, Mel. I was wondering what was going on. I know that she had this whole contract negotiation thing. And thank you, Denise. Thank you so much. Um, I definitely gonna sit through. We definitely gonna get that done. Definitely gonna get that done. Were the five gift membership. Now, Kyrie says, were the five gifted memberships filled out on Friday? It should be. I'm gonna check tonight. I'm gonna check tonight though. We're at like 20 right now. We're at 20 right now, so we are going strong. So I'm definitely gonna sit there and take a look at that. But it's so weird though. You know what? We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Figure it out. And when I do my live stream tomorrow, hopefully I'm not like I actually start to feel better tomorrow. Then everything just be golden. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. It's weird because honestly, tell you the truth, Kyrie, whenever you gifted a membership, somebody would join. Somebody would automatically join the gifted membership. So I thought it was working into tonight. It seemed like it was working. Like Nikisha joined, DC joined, and Cheyenne joined. And those are all because of the gifted memberships. So I assumed that it was working. I didn't know I actually had to do something on my end to hit the accept button. Otherwise, I would have, I would have did that like a while ago. So I'm gonna take a look at that tonight. I'm gonna take a look. Actually, tell you the truth, I'm gonna take a look at that right now. Um, since I should probably be getting some rest anyway after I take care of this. So yeah. With that being said, I think I'm gonna sit there and end stream right here. But I want to thank everyone for joining. This was a lot of fun. I know my voice and maybe my energy wasn't like where it usually is, but this was a lot of fun though. This was a lot of fun. This really kept me going. This really kept me going. So thank you. You had to hit the accepted. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look out for that. Have a good night, Joy. Have a good night, Becky D. Now Becky D says, Albert, it's not you. Now Becky D says, Albert, it's not you that needs to accept the gift. It's the person receiving the gift. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Becky D. Thank you. I'm gonna take. I haven't looked at it in a hot minute though. So thank you, Denise. Thank you. I'm definitely gonna work on that. Thank you. Thank you, Black Mod. Thank you. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Shauna. Have a good night, Anna. Anna J. Have a good night, Carries. Have a good night, Laura. Thank you for joining. Now, Freddie says, Albert, could the next video for tomorrow be the topic of who was more evil, which race? You know, Freddie, that actually seems like a good idea. I don't know if I'm gonna do that tomorrow, but I'm definitely gonna put that in there. I'm definitely gonna put that in there. That's a really great idea. Thank you, Freddie. If you got any more other topics or anyone else, hit me up with my email. Thank you, Shakira. Thank you. That's a really good topic, Freddie. So thank you for bringing that up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Everyone has. Thank you, Mel. You have a great night. This made my night. I wasn't even too sure if I was going to come on, and um, I'm so glad that I did. What's good, Jonathan? I'm so sorry. I'm actually just about to sit there and get off. See, I always feel kind of guilty when people come on when I'm about to leave, because then it's like it makes me want to stay longer. But then it's like, no, it's all good, Jonathan. I appreciate whenever you come in. I just usually feel guilty when people come in and I'm about to like leave and stuff. So, but it feels like I'm coming down with something, so I want to try to get as much sleep as I can and never say sorry for coming in. You know, whenever you come in, I appreciate you, Jonathan. Yeah, Becky. Yes, yeah. Anyone who's dealing with the snow, stay warm. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you. I should be able to get some good sleep tonight, so I think I'll be okay. All right. Have a good night, everyone. And again, sorry, Jonathan. I know you just came in, so I feel kind of bad. But I hope you're able to make it throughout the week, though. 'Cause I'm definitely going to be around as long as I don't feel like, or worse than this, then I'll definitely be coming through. All right. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. All right, everyone. Stay safe, and we would definitely talk in the next live stream. Later, CW.